What's up? What happens when black men stop chasing attention and start building a legacy? Now, if you're a black man out there and you're trying to self-improve and you're trying to get to the next level in life, you're trying to have that grounded identity in who you are as a black man, and just that overall self-love and in learning black history, learning who to look up to in black history, coming together with other black men, eating healthier, becoming more financially literate. I have a deep dive guide on all of those things. If you're interested in that, the link for that will be in the description of this video, the comments of this video, and if you click on my channel in the bio section, you'll see the link for that. Now, what you can see all the time with a lot of black men is that a lot of us will do a lot of stuff for attention and looks and to be looked at a certain way, so we're culturally accepted, so we don't look like we're a nerd or we're corny or we're lame. And as I get older, bro, you have to start getting more logical and like straight to the point with how you want to be better. When you're younger, you get caught up in that mentality of, I just want to be accepted by people. I just want to be cool. I just want to act in a way and be in a certain way where people like, oh, he a cool dude, or he's X, Y, and Z. You never want to be. And see, the thing is with black men, what hold us back a lot of the times is laziness and wanting to be accepted, and we want to look cool over actually just helping ourselves. I'm not an exception with that. I've been that same exact way. And as I get older, I start to understand that, hey man, at the end of the day, discipline, taking care of yourself, being a man that has a backbone and you are doing for yourself, that's gonna be the most beneficial thing you can do. And one thing I also think about, bro, is like, I want to have kids one day. I want to have a family one day. And I truly do want to be a good example of a man to my kids, of a husband to my wife, right? And this isn't no be a goody two shoes type of thing. Like, this is just a pure wanting a positive, good life where you're happy but you're respected. That's the thing that I look at, like how I want my life to be. And I think that's how black men should strive to be. One thing that's holding us back and we have to condemn is the men, the black men acting like hood gangsters, thugs, being super, super promiscuous. Like, we don't have enough men who are using their mind and being creative and really stepping into being masculine and being strong in a positive context. We don't have enough of that nowadays. The only way a black man can be masculine is if he is, a thug, a drug dealer, a criminal, a gang banger. He got to shoot somebody. And it's not just that the black men are destroying the black community. The black women also have a lot of problems, right? But I'm focusing on the black men because I'm a black man, and that's who I feel like I can help the most. And I also believe that black men, once they get right, they can pretty much set everything else straight. Once the black man steps up and is masculine and strong and he loves himself, everything in the black community can start to shift in a way where it's beneficial for the whole community, because the black men are the leaders of the black community. Now, when we just start to look at everything, we look at, okay, what needs to happen? We need to have a culture change, right? The culture needs to change, and that's the beautiful thing. Like, we might have a self-destructive culture, but it can change. And how does it change? It changes through us coming together and implementing these things of eating healthier, developing, and learning black history, having a black identity, loving that about yourself. And then also, like I said, eating healthier, stepping into, coming together around like your work ethic and becoming more financially literate, becoming an entrepreneur. These are things that we can do weekly. This is why I started my movement, and this is why on my Facebook I really I'm trying to get guys to come together where we can meet on a weekly basis, usually at my hometown, like at the park or something, where we meet weekly. We work out together. We talk eating healthier, and we develop that in our personal lives, and we learn Black history. We learn Black identity and Black confidence. We dive into, sexual energy, lust, relationships, and having the best relationships we can, not just with, in a romantic sense, but also in a platonic sense. And then also, making more money, having a hard work ethic. And these are not things that I'm going to sit here and say, okay, Brandon mastered all of that so he can teach other guys. No, I'm saying the power is in the formation and the collaboration with each other to get these solutions, right? No one man is going to be some guru and knows everything. Obviously, there's competent men out there who can teach you something of what they've done, obviously. But I'm not trying to post myself as a person like, oh, you got to listen to me. I'm just saying we have to come together for these things. And we can do that now, even if none of us aren't, have this extra knowledge. We can collaborate, learn together, grow together, develop together. And through that, we change the narrative of ourselves, but we're actually putting in the work. We're not just speaking and talking. We're developing, we're acting, and we're implementing. And that's really the beauty of, being able to change things, being able to make things positive. Because nowadays, bro, like, it's sad that, it's a lot of Black dudes who they ain't gonna never get out of that state of like just, being in that cultural framework of like, nigga, I'm a thug, I don't give a damn, I'm getting hoes, I'm doing this, I don't care, I'm about to shoot somebody, and, it's a sad thing, but my goal isn't to convert those guys who are like that, because you can't really change somebody, right? You can only find those guys who already think like you, and you have to be in a place in life where you got to accept that, yeah, man, people are not going to come together just because you're saying something positive, right? People are going to come together when they want to see an actual change, when they hear something where it's like, it's being taken serious. And it has to be in a way where, you have to just attract those like-minded individuals, man. And through attracting those like-minded individuals, those are the people you can meet up with, you can grow with, you can develop with. And that's why I pretty much, I'm really trying to dive deeper into making this a real movement, not just my YouTube channel. And as time goes on, I'm gonna get more structured with my ideology. My ideology is already strong, but I just have to implement that into my YouTube channel, on my Facebook, and that's just the thing, man. We have to get better with our culture. And that starts with coming together on the positive things, coming together to develop those things we need in our lives. And I think I have a good framework of as far as relationships, money, identity, health, all those things matter. So that's pretty much all I got to say. Peace out.